call the Hogs. Then again, around here, they don't think there's any other kind of day. Particularly special when it's the opener of a new season for the Arkansas Razorbacks. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Tar Heels ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Razorbacks offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Here's the handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On the ground, it's Gibson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs flowing. You just can't do it better.
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Razorbacks will send off the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So North Carolina's offense will have its first possession of the game. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust in this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity started off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Caught over the middle. It's Ship. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lopez wants to fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on second down, expecting pass, they now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Under fire. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Ready to fire from the pistol. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Going for the big play. Wheels it in on the outside. Finds some room. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Smothers. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run. Get it.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill.
Going for it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for space. It's Gibson. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through 1 What a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterbacks got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. The give on the inside. Got the first down and more. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10. On the option. Quick toss. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Arkansas. Great job on the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He rifles one deep down the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Finding an escape route. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. It's caught. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The screen, and watch out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pulls and fired complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to power it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, UNC! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon. in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the pressure. He's got it inside the 30. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lost the throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with 1 play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
1 play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Lopez wants to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cox. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage change on the punt. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the pitch. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Gibson. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying play action. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
North Carolina has him back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need...
Finds a spot in the middle. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Grab behind the line. It's Schiff. Spins away from White. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. So the final period starts with a second down play. Lopez to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll take the deep shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you can get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk.
Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Smothers. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Goes to the option. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead down a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 11 over Ball State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Got some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Lopez to pass. Pulls it in. It's Shipp. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smothers. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Quickly to the tight end. The offense will use a timeout clock and stop with 22 seconds left.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.